Just unless you in my reason. Remember as a child, like the Christmas
Yo, we back live, man. We back. Hey, special guest, special guest.
Special guest.
Hey.
All right, go ahead. Introduce yourself. My bad.
My name is Tyra. People call me Ty Mac or Ty Picasso, like Picasso the artist, but that's what I go by.
No, real deal. Cause hey, listen, you definitely do have some great work. Like, first time I heard of you is it was like a trench jacket that I seen. And it was like a reversible thing. That was like when I first heard of your name, and so then all your work, it's always been like tough as shit. So
thank you.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've been seeing everybody post this artist. Everybody keep talking about Ty Mac, and I was like, you know what? I hit my boy up, we need Ty Mac on, man. Real deal. We need Ty Mac on. Let the people see what's going down. Rogie, come on, we're gonna start out with a little shot.
Gotta start off with that.
Oh, it's not a shot. This is a wine.
She elegant, y'all. She's sick.
No, this ain't even that bad. Now, this some new cool little tequila.
What tequila you got, fool?
This ain't called Camarena. This ain't just smooth though.
That shit look like Amsterdam for real. I ain't gonna
it's like some cool little tequila. It's all right. We gonna see how I go by the end of this. But go ahead, Tasha. Tell us about yourself though.
Okay, so my name is Tyra, of course. I'm a 23-year-old visual artist from Maryland, District Heights, Maryland. Graduated with my Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Studio Art at Delaware State University. And
DSU.
Yes, I'm a freelance artist, so I do art full time.
And then what kind of led you into to the art lane?
I've always done art since I was could pick up a pencil, crayon, marker, anything, honestly. Like when I was younger, I said I wanted to be an artist when I grew up. So that's what I really wanted to do.
So do you believe that basically because you wanted to do it, how some people change their past as they get older? You didn't find any interest in anything else? You always knew this is what you was gonna be doing?
I found interest in different things. So my original reason of going to Delaware State was because I ran track. I ran track in high school. I went to Suitland.
You know my man Kendall?
Yeah, I ran track with Kendall.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that's the fastest man in Curl. Shout out to Kendall. That was real the fastest man in Curl.
Mm-hmm. So I went to Delaware State to run track. I didn't go to art school to do nothing art. When I got into college, I was all right, they said art isn't going to really make me no money. I'm gonna probably choose a lane like art therapy, something more specific, not just being an artist. Right. So I got into being a psychology major my first year, and that was a headache. I was miserable. I was running track, not doing no art. So I was just you know what? I'm done running track. I did track for 2 years, stopped running track because I was getting in trouble a lot. And I was
you want to talk about that? Yeah,
what you talk about that. Hold on.
We gonna let you keep going. We gonna have to talk about that trouble.
I got to try to throw it in there. I was just getting in trouble off the team,
Yeah, I was getting in trouble a lot. I had a bad attitude. But they was playing with me a little bit too. The coaches was playing with me. You can ask Kendall, ask him. But I used to get kicked out of practice a lot though, but it just was a headache. It was a headache, honestly. It wasn't fun. It wasn't compared to high school. When you're when you go to college, it's more like a business. So it was you run for us and that's all you're gonna do. You go to school and you're gonna run, and that's the only thing you can do.
Damn, so they wasn't even trying to let you branch off, do anything that you actually.
No, I remember I had practice one day. I had practice at 8. We had weight room at 5 o'clock in the morning and then had practice. But I wanted to do a pop-up shop that was at my school. So that night before, I was just painting hats, painting different things so that I can do the pop-up shop later that day after my practices and all that stuff. And I was so tired throughout the whole day, and I was just bro, I can't do both. I gotta pick one or the other, and I'm not going to Olympics. So
hey, so at least I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, you gotta do that shit. Yeah, because I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of people ain't realistic at all.
Yeah, if stuff not my times wasn't showing up. I was the test dummy my first year because I could do everything. Like I was very versatile in like different sports. And like when I went to school, we didn't have like a good like program for like our athletics. So like when I got into college, they was like, all right, we about to really get you like in the weight room and do all these different things. Like you can like you kind of have upper body strength, so we're gonna put you in pole vault. Like pole vault is you like with the pole and you're going over like a bar
The
in the
jump where
air.
you like
Hey,
put it
nah,
on the
they
ground and you hop
tried to
off.
teach me that, Jane. And check the one time I ran track for like a month. I quit that shit as soon as possible, fool. Nigga tried to make me
Yes.
do that, quit that shit the next day.
Yeah, so they had me doing that. They taught me how to do that wrong. I almost like literally almost injured myself doing that. I came into college having a stress fracture and all that other stuff, like from in my a stress fracture in my shoulder from high school and stuff. So like they just had me doing a lot of field events, a lot of mid distance and long distance, and I was a sprint like a sprinter coming in. So like I was just tired like my freshman year trying to get my times like up. Like I didn't get my times like up for real for until my sophomore year, and I was just like, you know what, y'all play with me, I'm gone. Can't do this no more. Let me just do art.
So even after the times got up, you was just like, fuck that shit. Like,
Yeah, because it was just like they had their favorites. They knew who they wanted to run. It was just like weird, and I was already getting into my coaches and stuff, and my parents was just like, you know what, if they not trying to like really run you and act like they want you on the team, then dip. And I was like, all right, gone.
I think that's important though, because like a lot of people, I feel like, you know, when you go to college, like you have an initial plan or initial game plan of like what you want to do or like what I guess is required of you to do. And I think that's the beauty in it though. Like you get to figure out like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I did love this at one point, but I don't love this shit no more. Like
yeah.
I don't love this shit to, you know.
And I really do still love track. Like I just be watching like a lot of I really love sports, like period. Like I love football, I love all that shit. Like I used to do flag football when I was in college too, like when I
For
was
real?
running. So it was like, yeah.
What's your favorite NFL team? Real fast.
Cowboys.
Gosh.
Katie's
We got the Commanders in here.
Nah, I ain't.
Eagles fan.
I'm a
I was about to
Steelers
say, I'm
fan.
Eagles.
Listen, I'm just saying, Cowboys, y'all fans get a little bit too, you know.
I don't think so. I think it's more Redskins, whatever. I'm gonna call y'all Commanders because that's y'all new name, the Commanders. Commanders. That's an ugly name, but
That's a hit name. I'm not gonna hold you.
So, no, go ahead, my bad. No, I was just gonna say, basically, I think it was really important the fact that you kind of like understood that though at an early age too, right? Because you see a lot of people who like athletes, like basketball players, football players, as soon as they get out,
Even track,
right? As soon as they graduate, they kind of lost, and that's why you kind of see like people. Not saying there's nothing wrong with rap, but like, granted, they just go to that as the first thing because that's literally if they don't have nothing else.
I just feel like it's more so of like you said, people go to rap because they see like a lot of people like on social media, they see them that fast life. It's a fast lifestyle. Like if you get in it and you're good or people really like fucking with you for real, like then it's gonna be some good money in it. But if they're not, then it's like, what you gonna do? Like, what's the result of it?
So what about like the art lane too, right? So is it kind of like similar where if like people mess with you, that's when you really start to get profits?
Yeah. We need to know what it's like being a freelance artist because
it's hard.
It's
hard. It really is hard. How can I put it to it? Like, okay, so when I was first like doing I first started off doing paintings, of course, but like I was like, okay, I want to make money doing this. So I started like selling like hand painted hats and stuff. Like I was painting on hats and stuff. And like that was good money, honestly, but it was just tiring because I was painting each hat.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a lot of
it was a lot of labor doing that. And it was like people was like loving that. Like I was making like good money in college, like around that time, like college, like painting hats and selling them in pop-up shops. I was paying on shoes as well too. I was doing grad caps as well too in college.
Was the Yeezys your first shoe?
Huh?
Was the Yeezys your first shoe that you painted, or was it?
I think it was some Air Force. I actually think it was some Yeezys that I painted first. They had like a koi fish on them. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I think they were the first ones. I think. No. It was Air Forces. It was a pair of black Air Forces that I painted on first. I remember that. A pair of black Air Forces. Then the third shoe was the Yeezys that I painted. Yeah.
So
But like I was just doing like a lot of like commission work, like customizations and stuff. So I was like customizing like jackets, doing grad caps for people. Like that's how I was making my money in college. And then it was just like, all right, let me just keep going. Let me do more stuff. Like afterwards, like during the pandemic, I was paying on walls. Like I started paying on like people's like business walls and for like lash techs and barbers and stuff. So I ended up becoming a muralist. Like I just kept like putting my foot in different doors. Like,
Do you, I'm sorry, quick question. Do you think that like, because most people think it's a free profession, you know, art is like subjective. Like you really can't put like a price tag on like how much it's worth. But do you think like that is a way, like that might be the most, that's probably to me just sounds like the most effective way to make money being a freelance artist. Just start like with customization, like hats, personalized things like we got a friend who he can make whatever you want on the clothes, like, and people love that shit, like for real. Like people just like having their own thing. And I think that is like the best, you know, the most resourceful way, because the traditional way of just making a painting, you know, hoping to get your shit in exhibits, or like I don't necessarily know how artists used to get paid, but like that shit not working no more.
yeah, it's really hard. Like, of course, I graduated in 2020 during the pandemic. So like my graduation, the way I wanted to end off my like graduation stuff, like my graduation party, I wanted to have like a art exhibit, like with all like showcasing all my art that I did for my senior capstone, and I couldn't even do that. So I was like, dang, like that's how I wanted to end it off. But it was like, all right, well, after that, I was like, I wasn't painting for a long time. I was just doing work for a lot of other people. I was doing cover arts and working and doing video shoots, helping out with stuff. I just wasn't doing a lot of stuff for real. So,
And that's what I was going to ask you too, because I see your hand in a lot of like media and stuff too. So like you said with the cover arts, like who was the first artist, and like what kind of like what's the inspiration that goes behind when you do a cover art?
who was the first artist I did cover art for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the first artist I did? I don't want to say it was Flock, honestly. Might have been Flock. I think it might have been Big Flock. I think that was the first artist I did cover art for, because when he had came home, like everybody was like trying to give him merchandise, like different stuff, and I was like, oh shit, he'll look cool in my reversible trench. So like I like mentioned him on Twitter, was like, hey, like I got this trench coat. I feel like you look sweet, and like you like Flock is a real swaggy like rapper for like he like wearing different shit. Like yeah, he a street nigga, but he like wearing different shit for real. So he was like, yeah, like make me something like that. And I ended up like around that time we got ended up making like a bubble, like an eyeball bubble jacket. And like he was wearing like we did like a whole like photo shoot in the studio, and we did it. And like his manager was like, yeah, like we need your eye. And like his manager chef was like, yeah, we need your eye and like a different stuff. Like you got a good like creative eye. Like we need you to do cover arts and helping with like video shoots and stuff like that. So I was like, sure, like it's cool. I'm still in my same lane. I'm still being an artist. So
Right. See, and that's I was gonna say one thing that like you can kind of take from you is that you're not really complacent. Like you kind of like you let your work show it, but then you also put in that extra effort, like how you just did that for Flock. You doing that just open up another door for yourself. So like just talk about like,
oh, can we rogue you to that?
Yeah,
like for real, like
so
because there's a lot of ways or reasons why like, you know, you can't do something.
Because a lot of people make up excuses, because a lot of people could be like, oh, I ain't never do no cover art. I don't know if you want to come to me. Or they can be like, oh, I ain't never think I can do like a jacket or a shoe or something like that. But you took that challenge and got the reward. So like, is it like, so first talk about like your thought process like behind that shit. Like, because a lot of people won't take risks. What kind of makes you want to take that risk and actually want to like put yourself out there?
So for me, I've always been like, I don't want to say like the outcast, but I've always been a person that like to do things differently than other people. Like whether it's like just my fashion, like what I wear and different stuff. Like I just like looking different and doing different things that the average person won't do. Like I like making money too. So it's like, what other ways can I like make money? Like what other ways? Like if something's not clicking, like just say if my paintings aren't clicking, like nobody's not buying that, it's like, all right, what's something that people would like, oh, they want to, just say if someone wanted to pay a skateboard, okay, I'll pay a skateboard, it would be this and that amount of money, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just different things that, like, I don't know, I just like being different. Like I don't like doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. Like something that just makes me stand out from the rest of the world, honestly.
Like G shit, because I ain't gonna hold you. It's too many motherfuckers trying to be followers, and less people.
Yeah, definitely.
I just also think it's cool that, you know, like you find a way to like still do what you do and make money from it. Because you know, like in our age range, we all know that making money is like doing what you love to do, making money is damn near, I'm not gonna say impossible, but it's just not a reality as we thought it would be like at this age. Like I'm about to be 26 in July. I remember back
July
when I
what?
was,
July what?
31st.
Oh, you're Leo.
Yeah.
So disappointed.
When
She was a Cancer. So I'm a Cancer.
When your birthday?
July 17th.
Damn, that's Tweezy birthday. Oh shit.
Yeah, it is his birthday.
But like, I ain't gonna hold you. Cancers, y'all just very emotional. I would say that.
My friends don't say I'm emotional. My friends say I'm like.
No, y'all, no, opposite emotion. I'm sorry. Y'all don't show no emotion at all for real.
No, no. You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. No.
Really?
No.
Cancers are emotional.
They are emotional.
I don't respect.
They are emotional, but my friends tell me I don't act like a Cancer. When people like be like, "Oh, what's your sign?" I'd be like a Cancer. They'd be like, "They're not." I'd be like, "Oh." So I mean, I want to be known as emotional. Who want to be known as emotional?
Right.
I mean, oh yeah, you're right about that. For a girl, I feel like that's cool.
But now, basically, like, you know, like we put a timetable on things. Like damn, I remember I was 22. I was like, man, by 25, I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna have this together. This car gonna be mine. And it's a good thing to manifest, but at times, like, you know, you just realize that life plays its own course, and you like have found ways to like make yours peaceful, at least, like, even though it's still stressful because you got to work at times, like you may have to deal with certain people, you may have to, you know, be in some like uncompromising positions, but at the end of the day, like your work is like what you do. I remember I had to get into the school system like when I graduated college. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to school to be no damn teacher. Like my degree is in public relations. Like, you feel me? But that was what was available, you know? And I feel like that's why I really am not jealous, like as far as envious, but it's like, man, I'm really jealous of the people who can like come out of college and do like what they want to do as far as within their career.
Yeah, it's a tough battle. Like it don't get me wrong, like it has its ups and downs. Like some months I could be making what I want to make in a like my goal for the month, and then some months I'm not. Like it's really like a up and down like battle with being an artist, because everybody's not gonna buy your art, especially here in the DMV. Like I don't live in LA, like whereas artists everywhere. Like DMV is like, okay, if people mess with you, they're gonna buy it. If they're not, then whatever. If they need it at the time, then yeah, they're gonna buy it. Like, so
and
it be hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was gonna like applaud you for that too, because like in the area, you don't see a lot of people like actually like showing their art, or like, well, like I would say getting notoriety from it, you know, like and things and getting a lot of love from it. So like, I hats off for you, because your work kind of speaks volumes for itself.
For sure.
Love that it deserves and things, and I know it's gonna keep going. But in the midst of that journey, and that I know you kind of went through some experiences where like you was just like, damn, bro, you know what?
Yeah, what are some of the toughest battles like you face like throughout the process?
Money. Because like I said before, like I had my slow months, and then months that is like good, like where okay, so like I would say the most money I've ever gotten, not gotten, but like where I get a lot of my money from as being an artist is like from my murals. Like when people like ask me to come paint walls for them, or do art on their walls, or come to different locations and do like murals, like a big body of work on a wall and stuff. So it's like, okay, like if I could just do one mural a month, like I'm good for the month basically. Versus like me doing like cover art or doing like graphics or logos for people. It's like, okay, I need to make something like I need to do at least one or two customs like each week or something so I can make what I want to make throughout the month or whatever. But I don't know, I just want to, I don't know, probably the biggest battle is that. Second one I would say is people appreciating my art, people liking what I put out or really messing with it, because it's like, you do have those times where like you post your art, like I feel like with people, period, like just say if you posting like yourself on Instagram and like people don't like a picture, like damn, what's wrong with my outfit, like my outfit
I ain't gonna hold. That's when the people be fake trying to delete the post and be like, Instagram deleted this and try to repost.
But it's like for me,
you just,
like,
look, you just told somebody's secret, man. Nobody exposing somebody's secret out here. Like,
but not like for me, like I always tell myself, it's like, look, I'm not making art for nobody. I make it for myself. Like this is like something, like I make art. When I make art, it's for to release whatever like I'm going through in my mind, or just something that I just want to put out. Sometimes I do it for like Instagram, or like do it for people that, just do it just to see what people will react to it. Like I just recently did like a basketball, what is it? A Space Jam theme graphic art. Like I just posted on my Instagram like a month ago. I wanted to see like how people would like mess with it and see like, oh, well, do y'all like if I do art this way, or how I do art when I'm like, like my random art with like stuff that's like off the dome of my mind, and I'm just like drawing shit and just posting it. I just wanted to see what people like that versus like, my other art and stuff. But like, I don't know, like I just told myself basically like, look, like if people don't fuck with it, that's fine. I make art for myself. Like you don't gotta fuck with it. Somebody else in another state gonna fuck with it. Like I'm not making art for nobody here at all.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. Honestly, a lot of people, y'all like should take that mentality. Because a lot of people, whenever they do like any form of art, they always kind of like think of like other people. And that's just in real life, right? Everybody kind of thinks that opinion of other
the thing is, people be looking at like it's funny because like I had the same interview with someone with like Jay Mill, and I was like, bro, people be seeing everything that you post. Like people see it, they may not like it, they probably share it to people, but even if they don't like double tap your pictures and shit like that, like people see your shit. It's getting seen by somebody.
Definitely,
it's getting noticed. So
hey, God drink to that. Hey, Rogie did that for sure. Let me that's what she just gave y'all some gems right there. For sure. See, I wish y'all had the liquor with me.
Yeah, he getting drunk as shit. Like we chilling, we vibing, we buzz.
Yeah.
You
about to start shaking his dreads nuts.
Yeah.
Now she think I'm Waka Flocka. Nah, so and then this is my question too, right? So I know a lot of people be kind of getting into like I don't know if you're familiar with like NFTs and stuff. So I know people probably came up to you about that shit.
1,001 times every day.
I know. How do you feel about that? Because a lot of people be on the wave. Some people really don't know what the fuck it is. I honestly still learn about it, so I don't really know. Like, I'm not an expert, but like, how is it? Because I know a lot of artists be approached about NFTs and shit like that.
So I was introduced to NFTs beginning of last year. Yeah, beginning of last year, and I put a little bit of money into it. I put money into it for myself to see how it would start. And the thing that people don't really like know about it, it's a lot you got to learn with it. So like for me, I can get like a team of people to like help me like do it, but for me, it's like you gotta know who you want on your team. You gotta really like get the right people, because that's a money investment. And you don't know, like just say, well, if you don't know what NFT is, it's just basically like digital art that's what is it? Digital art that you can just buy for real online, like a painting like in the real. Just say somebody buy a painting in the real world and that makes millions. It's just basically like digital art online that you can just make money off of. And you can have it for yourself that nobody else will have for real. But people make millions off that stuff. Like, and it's like you need to have the right people around you, because you can't just have anybody like on your team doing that or uploading the work online and stuff for you, because you never know if they take your money or anything or try to jank you out of something. So,
and that's it. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
I was just gonna add, do you think like that's the most effective way like for the future? Like, do you think NFTs is gonna be like, if you're a freelance artist, that's how you capitalize on like making the most money?
I feel like everything is starting to get more digital. So that's the scary thing about it. But like I feel like all of the like artists like that I've known, even like good, like great artists that makes millions and stuff right now, like they try to tap into it, but they still lean towards back to their original artwork that's like in actual form and actual originality, not like just on, not just really like digital work, because a lot of those artists, they're painters. So it's like you're not getting the real thing from like doing painting like in a digital form. So it's
You
like,
know, that's been my whole thing. Like, you know,
mhm,
like people are real have like Picassos. Like, remember at the time people had Picassos in
yeah,
their house. Like Jay-Z spent like bag on that Basquiat to go in
yeah.
the bathroom. Like, if
See,
like
but
is the feel the same? If
I
it's
mean, the
And that's
thing
the
is,
thing.
my bad. I was just gonna say the thing
But
is though, like I feel like an artist can get their proper respect with that though, right? Because with a on an NFT, you can get some type of dang, whenever they sell it, you get a profit from it. I can't think of the name of it right now, like the proper name of it. But whenever they sell it or whatever the case, or resell it, you can get a certain percentage from it, right? You get profit from it. So let's say you put in all that work and you got a good ass painting, like one of them bored apes, right? If you
yeah,
got something on that, you sell a bored ape that, like, let's say Lil Durk bored ape or Lil Baby bored ape, that bitch going for like the high. So you just getting a 10% off of that. It's just like the artist, you kind of finally getting paid for your work instead of somebody just stealing your shit and then they getting your notoriety from it. Because then you kind of get recognized. That's how I thought like it kind of protected
yeah.
the artist at
I
times.
mean, it's, I mean, don't get me wrong, like it has like the good value and like it's quick money you can probably get. Like I'm still like I'm not really a person that's really into stocks and stuff for like I don't know too
Yeah.
much about it like that, but it's just like the overall thing, like an artist's goal is to like at least have somebody that like tag their work on them, or somebody buying like an actual piece of work for real from them. Like paintings, if they're a painter, they want, you know, their paintings to be sold to somebody for like millions of dollars. Like that's the ultimate goal. Of course, you're gonna want your original art to be sold for like millions of dollars, or somebody recognizing it for real. But it's like when we're talking about digital, it's like, dang, like, yeah, everybody likes it, but do I really like, you know what I'm saying? Do I really like, I don't know, like, do I really like them to like, I don't know, buy the work from me for real, digital? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just a weird thing for real, honestly.
So talking
hold on,
about,
hold on.
oh, go
Well,
ahead.
because I ain't gonna lie, I'm confused too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's
yeah,
a
it's
weird
just
process with
it's
it,
so yeah.
Well, shit,
because
talking
it's
about,
like you can't really get the, like, well, for the client, of course, yes, like, yeah, I got this NFT I can like make money off of. But for the artist, it's like, all right, like I want to get back to like what I really do, and that's actually make art in like its original form, like painting on canvases and trying to sell it for real. But you know, it has its pros and cons, honestly. Like I'm gonna eventually tap into NFTs because I do digital art too. So
shit, I mean, talking about the weirdest, so like, what's the probably like the weirdest project you worked on? Like something like the craziest thing somebody ever like try to request from you.
um I do a lot of stuff. I don't know the craziest thing. I mean, only thing, okay, so I'm about to stop actually doing commission paintings for people after March, simply because when people ask me to do paintings, they ask me to paint people of like that passed away. So
That get real
so
touchy. Yeah.
yeah, so it gets real touchy. So like at first, it like, of course, like it's like cool, I'll paint them and stuff, but it's like when you're taking like 8 to 10 hours and probably longer painting like a person that passed away, it's like, okay, getting every feature right, or like trying to paint them, and it's like you're kind of getting like a connection. I don't like that makes sense, like a connection through like painting them for real, for real. That makes sense. Like,
Yeah, no, I ain't never think about it like that, but you will spend a lot of time just like
yeah, it's
analyzing.
very energy, it's like an energy transfer, I would say. And it's
Right.
like you want to make sure it's perfect too.
Mm.
So it's like when people ask for to get like self portraits and stuff done of like people that passed away, it's like, okay, you want to do your style. I want to stick to the style of painting that I do, but you know, you want to make sure it still look like them, and they still like the clients, of course, fuck with it for real, for real. But it's like, I don't know, it just get a little weird sometimes. Like I just it's so funny to me because I was just telling my friend, I was like, bro, I just got done painting like somebody that passed away like some weeks ago, and it was like all right, I can't do this because my closest friend just passed away in November. So it was like
Sorry to hear
I
that.
painted, oh
Yeah,
thank
my
you.
condolences.
I had painted like 3 paintings prior to like after the death. And it was just like, all right, I can't keep doing this because it's like it's just too energy draining, honestly.
And that's
So
that
I
shit.
feel that though.
Yeah, I was say that shit good that you kind of like know that, like you understand that shit because you could have kept going for the money and been like,
yeah, and it's like a lot of things. It's like, all right, it's a lot of money isn't good money, of course. But I don't know. It's just very energy draining as well with that, just painting stuff like that.
I gotta ask though, because like you mentioned it before, and I kind of always thought about this because like you said like sometimes you make posts or sometimes you make artwork based on like, hey, I want to get people's approval, not people's approval, but like I want to see what like some people think or like how people may gravitate to this. Or then sometimes you like, sometimes I just make it for myself. So like as an artist, like say for example, people like the thing that you like least doing, but that makes you the most money. Do you continue to do it? Like how do you balance that?
I procrastinate. I procrastinate doing it to last minute. Like I give myself like with my paintings and like just anything period, I give myself at least like a week and a half to 2 weeks to finish it. And a lot of times it's like, okay, I get a deposit and it's like, all right, I'm gonna do it probably like the second to last day is supposed to be done. Because I feel like for me, I work better when I like procrastinate, honestly. Unless I have something to do for real, for real. That's when I make my best work and it's gonna actually look good. So I don't know, but that's really what I do. I just procrastinate till last minute, honestly.
So do you focus more on any one though? Like, do you focus more on just like, hey, this how Tyra feel today? I'm about to just do this, boo, 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 boo. Or do you be like, well, shit, like I got the most like engagement from this kind of post. Let me gear toward this. Like, what's your thought process?
Um, Specifically when I think like that, it's more so with digital art because it's quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I haven't done like an actual painting for myself in a long time since I graduated. So that was like 2020. I've been doing like commissions and stuff. So that's how I make my money. I've been doing like commission paintings and stuff like that since then. So like really like when I'm doing like what type of digital art? I would say like cover art, honestly. That's probably okay. Like people like this. I get more engagement with this when I do that because I can show my originality for real through that.
See, so is it ever a time like you like get like overwhelmed?
Yeah, all the
Like,
time.
and
A
like
lot of
some
times
other,
don't be fun like doing it. Like a lot of times, because it's like when doing art, it's like it's a lot to like come through your mind for real, for real. You have to be in the right mindset to work because that's where I'm getting all of my creativity from, my brain. So it's like when I'm not feeling like it's some days where I don't feel like doing nothing, some days I want to be lazy, or some days like I'm just completely not in a good mood to do it. Like, and I have to do something. It's like, all right, I gotta wait till the last minute to do it. I gotta wait till like the very, very last minute to do it and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. You just push through it, honestly.
it look like you like working under pressure because you
Yeah.
saying you just
Yeah.
procrastinate and it's just like it turned out your best work.
Yeah, it is. It really do. Cause like even when I was in school, like just doing like regular like homework or stuff like that. Like I hated doing like work in school, but when I got to get an assignment done, that last day, 11:59 p.m.
Bro, get it out. I'm about to say
Hey,
that's me, bro.
that once you said 11:59, Slim, you remember
I
them
know
days,
what that
boy.
is. I used to bro at a 58.
Mhm. Like, so it was just like, I don't know. I feel like I make my best work like when I'm under pressure, when I feel like I have more, I don't know, that pressure on me, for honestly.
So do you think like that can hinder you though, like in the process, like moving
Yes.
forward? Because I was gonna say, like, what if you got like a big project that's like, you know what I mean, that requires you to like have, you know, like divvy out your time. Do you think you're gonna be ready to do something like that?
I've cut a lot of things too close before. Like I remember I had a mural to do, and okay, so I just recently did a mural at Pentagon, and I was
Hold on.
I say
Yeah.
shout out Time Rack.
Yeah, we ain't gonna make sure they ain't look. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, so I just did that last month, and so like I wouldn't say I was procrastinating with that one. It was just like I kept starting over because I didn't like what I was doing, honestly. And I wanted it to be perfect. Like, cause it's like it's at Pentagon, everybody gonna see, like everybody's walking
Everybody
past
gonna
it.
see that
I gotta make sure it's right. So like I ended up, going past the days I was supposed to be finished. And then it was like cutting close to like other times. So like around that time I was doing the mural, like it was about Christmas. So I was getting close to Christmas and I had to do paintings for other people for like their Christmas gifts that people were like asking me to do for other clients and stuff. So it was like, all right, I'm not really procrastinating, but it's like, all right, I gotta like push stuff. Everything is like kind of colliding together, and it's like I'm tired and I can't work when I'm tired. And I got to do it. So it's like, all right, I'm up every day. Like I had to go clock in to go to Pentagon at 8, like till when the mall closed at like 8 p.m. and then leave. I used to work 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trying to
8
finish
p.m. to
Yeah.
8 a.m.
Damn.
Yes, I
So
was
look,
in there slaving.
and then not to mention you had other people's stuff too. So
Yes, it was like I'm sleeping during the day. I'm sleeping when I get home during the day. Then I'm going back up to Pentagon. It's like, all right, bruh. Then the walls were big. It's only me painting it. So the walls were big too. So it was like, all right, like I gotta get this stuff done. And then I gotta do these other people's paintings too. So it was like, I don't know, it was a lot. But I know I got it done though.
I'm glad you took the time. I ain't even gonna hold. I'm glad you took the time because people be thinking like painting and shit is like
it
a
takes
cakewalk.
time. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. It's not like a quick process. It takes a lot of time, especially like when you're working with large spaces.
So, and I know that shit feel proud to like show your folks like they go to the mall and they like my daughter's like the one responsible for it. Like G shit, like anytime they go
My
to
father,
the mall,
I
it's so
take
funny
mine to
because my
Pentagon
father
every day
just
just
did
to
that the
wave
other
at.
day. He
For
went
real?
to Pentagon. He was like, "Who did this work?" He went up to the lady. He was like, "Who did this work here?" She was like, "Oh, this artist that I booked." He's like, "Yeah, that's my daughter. She did this."
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. The pops they love to brag, man. That's
Really a beautiful thing though. Like it
Yeah,
really
they're
is.
very supportive. Very supportive.
and like honestly, so I would say what along the lines of you doing art, what did you learn about like the business point of it, right? Because of course you're gonna learn more about how you can evolve with your craft and things, but like once you get into like trying to sell your art and you get into the business of it, that's when shit get kind of unchy. So like what did you really learn that really I would say help, and then like a little situation that you went through that kind of like that went left.
Honestly, what really is the thing is communication. Like communication with like your clients. You have to be very transparent with them, especially with me, because it's like it's a process with like painting. So I have to be very transparent about the process of like doing the paintings, whatever I'm doing, whatever the clients asking me to doing, the paintings or commissions, whatever. Had to be transparent about like if I'm running behind or just keeping them updated like throughout because I do a 1.5 to 2 week process. So throughout that process, like, okay, I'm on this step of your painting right now, and I send them a picture sometimes, or I'll be like, okay, I'm running late with this, so I think it's gonna be a 1-day delay. Is that okay with you? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Thank you for letting me know. You just gotta be very like, you just gotta communicate. A lot of like business owners, they don't know how to communicate and talk. Like, they don't know how to talk at all to like a lot of clients. Like, that's why you see like a lot of like Black businesses are unprofessional because people don't be trying to like actually talk or be professional at all with it. So
Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of fucking local businesses just like that. PG kicks on your ass. Listen, had to throw them out there with your ass. They finesse my man. They try to communicate.
Who's the thing?
It's sounds like PG kicks. I just know they
Oh,
made
a
him
kick.
delete
Oh, okay.
like a little shoe page. They made him delete his page because like he was finessing. But yeah, communication is key though. That's a
He started having PTSD.
I about to say, bro, he got a personal grudge with them.
He got PTSD.
Nah, that look when you say communication, they were just talking about it today. So that's the man. So it's fuck him. But like I honestly, the whole thing, like your whole story is just amazing. And like the fact that you understood at an earlier age that like this ain't the path that I'm going to. And like honestly, the main thing I really want to ask you is what's the main thing that keeps your faith? You know what I'm saying? Like as you said, it gets hard. And being an entrepreneur is not easy because like you said, months you're gonna have the times when you meet your goals, and there's gonna be months where it's just like, damn, what the fuck? What's going on? So like what's really keeping you like driving and going?
I feel like I just know myself. That's always been something. Like even with track, like when I like in track, you have to, in order to like get better, you have to PR. You have to you have to have a better like personal best time, honestly, to move on to something that you want to do for real. And so it's like I feel like I followed those same goals from track into art because it's like, okay, last year I was at this place. This I want to be at another place. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be at a different pace that I want to be at. I want to like excel for where I wanted to be at before. And it's like for me, I see other artists like from different states. They show me my like recognition. Like I have like a lot of like artists, like female artists that do the same thing that I do. That's like really great. That's like really, really great. They're signed to like Nike, or they get these cool like brand ambassador deals and to do like art stuff for them. And it's like, okay, I see they're doing it. Yeah, I can do it. Like I'm only 23 years old. Like I got my whole life ahead of me. Like I'm gonna get something. Somebody's gonna recognize me. Like
So
1,000%.
so it's like, so I don't know. I don't know. I just like I'm just very confident in myself. Like I don't want to doubt myself with anything. I want to keep a good, keep level headed. Honestly, I don't want to like put that bad energy over here with that at all. Even when it do get tough, I just like, all right. When I don't have no money one day, it's like, all right, I'm getting money by tomorrow. I gotta find a way to get some money by tomorrow. So
hey, nah, you always gotta think optimistic.
so
with
it's
it.
like, you like, yeah, like I know, like I'm gonna be good. It's like if just say if like I can't do art for 1 year, if I gotta take a break with art, then that's fine. I'll take a break with art, but I know I'm gonna always go back to it because that's something that I always wanted to do when I was, that's my talent. So
I think I was going through your page. I seen the tropical smoothie brand deal. I seen a few of the other business ventures that you had.
Yeah.
Which one meant was the one that hit home? Like, damn, like I'm like that. Like, which one was that for you?
It was the tropical smoothie. That
I was gonna say.
I'll listen. She said that.
I was like, look, I am a reward.
It was a tropical smoothie.
Like, legit. Like I have I get free smoothies all the time. I'm always there. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That's like that.
I was like, and it was like around that time it was just so funny how it like played out. Cause it was like around that time I was working out with my brother-in-law, and like his gym is right by the tropical smoothie, and it's like right by my house. So I was like going to tropical smoothie every day. And then when that happened, it was like, damn, like it's just funny how God works, honestly. Like when you keep putting yourself around something, and you keep, going to different places, and you're saying stuff, and then you end up like working with people. It's like, dang, like that's crazy.
Nah.
Yeah.
Gee, shit, I ain't gonna hold you. You can even see how like, well, I don't want curse to put God. All right, hold on. I'm gonna start this whole sentence though. I don't want to put God in the curse word. My bad, man. My bad. Look though, it's crazy how like really God like has like set out for you. Once you really follow your passion, you really follow what you believe that your true calling. Nobody else, not what everybody else thinks your true calling or what everybody else think that you should do, but what you want to do, how things is panning out for you. And like real spill, this been like a great interview for real.
Yes.
For real. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was a fan before today. I'm like even a mega fan after today.
Nah, for sure.
It's like
Cool.
you are definitely like just somebody that a lot of people can look up to. I just want you, if you can, just give like your last spiel for like any inspiring artists. Like what is Ty Mac's advice for them?
You know, just keep going. Like if you got a goal that you want to get to, just keep pushing and working towards it. You gotta be patient. Like I'm a victim of like being patient and staying consistent or working to get somewhere that I want to get. You're gonna have your tough times, but you know, it's an obstacle course. You're gonna get through it, honestly. So just keep pushing forward and you're gonna make it, definitely.
Hey,
I'm still in my obstacle course. So
we all is.
yeah.
That's life right there. We just gotta find a way to get out of it. And hey, for us not to forget that special meal right there, that is tough.
Yeah, look, she got it right in the background. That's hard. Like that's all.
That is super hard. You feel me? I just wanted to make sure they know that, yeah, she gets to it. But look though, y'all, it's
we gonna put her at name, all her tags, all that good stuff
down below
on the video. Okay, make sure you like, comment, subscribe at Road Shows TV on YouTube. Go ahead, man. Send this out.
Yo, it's D.
Christmas, that's the worst season. The only gift I ever got was freedom. I'm not really worried about my